I just want people to garden. That's still alive, looking good. And, oh my God, a mess, a mess, a mess. Hello, welcome to Yellow Door Urban Homestead. I am Asia and I'm an urban gardener growing in a small space out in my backyard. And this morning, I'm coming to let y'all know how the garden did after our first snow. If you're not new here, I do not cover my garden in the winter. And I want to make sure I tell people, like, that's what I do. I'm not telling anybody else to do it. I saw a comment where someone said, I didn't cover because you didn't cover. I need y'all to understand, I'm okay if things die back here. I don't want anybody not to cover because I don't cover. When I first started gardening, I absolutely covered my garden. And I think if it gets cold enough, things will die. I don't do it because of my infrastructure. If you have the ability to cover and you get cold enough, I would definitely say cover. I just don't because of my infrastructure, and I'm okay with things dying. I take gardening very easy, if that makes sense. So I just want everybody to know that, because in January and February, things will start to die in my garden. And more than likely, depending on where you are, things will also start to die. My chickens are fighting. I want to make sure I say that at the beginning of this video, because I don't want someone to get discouraged because things died in the winter because I don't cover. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just want people to garden. And I don't want my practices to make someone feel like, oh, this is not for me, or winter garden is not for me, because winter gardens can be very hardy and provide you with a lot of food that is very simple to preserve. So I don't want anybody to get thrown off because I'm like, I'm not covering my garden. I'm not covering my garden because if it dies, it dies. So the chicken area collapsed, y'all. It is not a good option. Also, I'm gonna show the chickens. So I have a subscriber who said her granddaughter, they watch me on my vlogging channel. So they were about to watch a vlog and her granddaughter came in and said chickens. And she was like, not on this channel, honey. And the granddaughter was like, no chickens, no meat. And she walked out. So over here, I'm gonna try to start showing them more. I thought that was the cutest little thing. So my little gray one that everybody messing with, she over here by herself. I know y'all can't really see through the fencing, but y'all, the whole thing collapsed. I put it back up, but definitely gonna have to get out here and get another option going. But I just came out and fed them and everything. So there they are. Chickens are pretty cold hardy. They don't need a lot in my area with our weather. The chickens I have are pretty cold hardy. They don't need a lot. So someone had asked me, did I have plastic for them? Like, did I have any plastic left over from the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse for them? I do have plastic left over, but I'm not gonna do anything to my chicken area. I've been raising chickens since 2021. I've never done anything extra in the way of their housing because they don't need it. I give them scratch grain. I make sure they have food. Like I have a feeder block that I need to put in there now because the food helps to warm them up and to keep them warm. Also, the coop that I have is perfect for them. So they sleep in the coop, which is also giving off body heat. So I don't need to do anything in my area for my chickens. If you live in a colder area, you might need to, but I can't speak to that because I don't live in an area like that. Anyway, someone asked about the broccoli heads. The broccoli heads are fine. I'm going to show you them. The broccoli that I left is fine. You can see that right there. So this is Green Magic, also Green Magic right here. Pretty sure this is a Green Magic as well. Then you have a Green Goliath. So the broccoli heads are fine. We are above freezing now, so you can see that. The plants are also fine. So everything's gonna grow slower. I keep saying that, but it's not gonna die, not at this point. So we've been freezing, every night we freeze, but we've been getting above freezing in the daytime, although still cold in like the 40s. So if we get to a point like, and I think I said this in my last video, I had heard people say it, that's what I'm learning this year. If we get to a point where we are not coming above freezing, which is normally January and February, that's when things are going to start dying. But right now, they're doing just fine. Super excited about the purple sprout and broccoli. I hope that they get to a point before January and February where they can withstand the super cold temps, but they're doing just fine. This one looks a little odd, but it's also the smallest one we have. Of course, not gonna pull it. Literally no point in me pulling anything out here because I can't replant it. My whole plan is just to let everything go until January, February. And in February, that's when I plan to plant my spring brassicas anyway. So if things start to die then, that's okay because I'm about to pull them out anyway. So you have all the collards right here. Remember, we had came through and harvested those very heavily, but they're still alive. The texture of the leaves are still good. They're not limp, so they're doing well. Not sure how I missed that one. That could have went in the house. But anyway, oh, and I never got back out here to put the straw on, but I absolutely will. The carrots honestly have been under snow since like earlier today. When it snowed, I think it snowed Friday. Today is Sunday. This is just clearing off. So I have no idea what's going on in this carrot bed. I think we just gonna wait until spring to actually see what we grew in here. The collards over here are looking good. December, like November, December, we are good. I will be wondering what we'll look like in January and February. But in my experience, some of this stuff will still be alive come spring, but we are not worrying about it too much. True story. Here's another broccoli. This is the green Goliath I had showed y'all in another video. So that's still alive, looking good. All of the plants down the row still looking good. And we do have some small ones trying to grow. However, they are looking like they may be struggling a little bit. And my Godzilla ones really look like they're struggling because they're small is my thought, but the plant is still alive. So if I don't get that head, I should get some side shoots. And then next year, I will try to plant them out earlier. It's just all a process of learning. And I have been doing this for 5 years, but I've also been doing it kind of listening to what other people say. I have also just done whatever I wanted to do. But a portion of it, a small portion, was me following some of the garden rules. But this year I'm watching it, I'm learning, and I'm like, okay, so next year I'll put this out a little bit earlier. And if you put out brassicas earlier, yes, you're going to fight some pests. But with that being said, I'm okay with that. It's the same thing I did this year. I just didn't do it as early, but I came out here, I pulled caterpillars off, harlequin bugs, all of that stuff. I did it anyway. So next year I'll probably try to put out my brassicas, all of them, like literally do them all at the same time that I planted this year, which was end of August, beginning of September. So yeah, we got another broccoli head right there. We have the cabbages over here. If you remember, I harvested 2, but I also left some. I almost fell, y'all. I slipped on the water hose. Anyway, let me show you those. Also looking fine, still getting tight. So I'm excited to see that. We have another one back here that's trying to head, but it's not tight just yet. The cabbage is looking good too. We harvested these 2 right here already. Also, I never put the plastic up on the Bootstrap Farmer greenhouse door, and everything in there is looking good. Now, what I will tell you, I need to also tie that Brussels sprout up. It's so flimsy because it's so skinny, but it's also giving us Brussels sprouts. So we need to tie that up. We're also seeing more Brussels sprouts starting to form on the ones back here. So I'm excited about that. But what I was about to say is we do have some burning on one of the Greenstalks. It's only one. It's very weird. I was like, that's crazy. They're all in the same space. But this one, we have burning on the leaves of broccoli plants. And it definitely looks like they're probably gonna die. But let me show you that. So this is the Greenstalk. Looks like everything looks fine, right? Everything's alive, living well, doing well, growing back from where we harvested it. But then you turn it a little bit and oh my God, what's going on here? So yeah, this broccoli plant is not looking amazing, but I turned it a little bit. You still got more down here that's doing great. Now, what I will say is the snow really set on these. I did not come outside to move no snow. I didn't do none of that. I let it all melt. So the snow did sit on this one, but it sat on this too. Either way, the Greenstalks are still looking good. I don't know why that one burnt like that. But yeah, we have a little bit of burning over here too. This is in the pink Greenstalk, but if you look down the Greenstalk, it's not the whole Greenstalk. So I don't know. The onions look fine. All of the rest of the Greenstalks look fine, including like the herb one back there. It looks fine. I know there were people who were wondering, like, how are the Greenstalks going to do during the winter? And I don't know. And I know we're still in fall, but it feels like winter. Our weather is winter weather. We've already had snow, y'all, in December. Like, what in the whole entire world? I have my heated gloves out here, but this hand has to be ungloved so that I can use the camera. But anyway, oh, the strawberries. We have to get to those hopefully this week. The thing is, they haven't really started dying yet, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them just because I don't want to be out here in the cold, y'all. And it's cold. We just in our cold period at this point. So I do need to come cut these and just throw straw across it to insulate them. The onion greenstalk is looking amazing. Amazing. And y'all were right. Eucalyptus probably is perennial. Like, that thing does not seem phased at all by this cold weather we having. Oh, look, I hadn't seen that one. That's a broccoli too, but there's broccoli all through here. It may be the variety that's burning. I have 4 or 5 different varieties, because I remember I've been saying 4, but I picked up a variety from my local feed and seed. I think that's what's in here, and I do not think that it's great for the Greenstalks. So I just won't put that in the Greenstalks next year, and that's okay. And so, like I said, we have not put the plastic on this door yet, and everything is still doing fine in here. So I think we're good for sure in the greenhouse. Like, look at that. That's the bok choy. So yeah, we're doing good in here. Also, the citrus still are looking really good. Not touching the plastic, I think that's a big part of it. So they're still looking really good too. And I still ain't been covering them. A mess. I cleaned the back porch finally. So I do have the plastic over here up under the table that I plan to put on the door. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. I come outside to do what I gotta do, which is take care of them chickens, and then I go in the house. But I definitely need to. And the citrus, I really want to make sure I start doing what I'm supposed to do, because I really don't want them to die. I got a lot of good growth on them over the summer, and I don't want them to die. I really don't. And then, of course, this greenhouse has always just been a mess, but everything is still living in here. And I would go as far to say that these are growing. And I know we get more sun on this side than we do on this side, but I'm not really stressing it. I went and got some more scratch grain for the chicken, some more treats from Tractor Supply, and I have them in here so that they don't get wet. But I need to put them in the chicken area, just haven't gotten around to it. So this is what the inside of the quick tent greenhouse is looking like. This is still trying to grow back, the one that had the stems. So yeah, I'm excited to see that happening in here. But like I said, I think it's spring, that's when we're gonna do better in here. And I also still need to power wash it. I have not been closing that at all. It's just been wide open. They're cold hardy plants. Nothing is happening to them. So yeah, garden is still looking good, y'all. Honestly, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow again. And so we'll see how it goes after that. I don't know how many snows that stick around it can take, but we'll be watching that too. Wanted to show y'all the lilac greenstalk. And so this is a destiny. This is a destiny broccoli right here that I got from my local feed and seed. And this one seems to be doing fine in the greenstalk. But that's where I always talk about, like, my microclimate. You can have different microclimates in your backyard, if that makes sense. So like that greenstalk there's the house, then there's the fence all the way around. The greenstalks where we're seeing a lot of burning, they don't have the house. It's the pink one and the green one. They don't have the house in front of them. So that could be a big thing too. But these are the things that you learn. So next year, those greenstalks maybe will just have kale in them, the really cold hardy things, collards, and then I will move my broccoli into greenstalks that's in the main garden. I just wanted to bring y'all on a walk real quick, because I'm back to go in the house, it's cold, of what we have left, what the garden is looking like after the snow, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to visit me over on Instagram, where I post about the things going on in my garden almost every day. Bye, y'all.